Steredenn will be a go, but I will be toning down the music and in-game sounds. Alright, we'll keep it at this. Let us play. We'll do the daily run as the final thing for the game. So movements, arrow keys, shooting is A or X, spaces, pick new weapon, C is swap weapons for me. Let us start. For those who don't know what Steredenn is, oh, I forgot to change the stream name. Oh well. And let's begin. This is a bullet hell game. As such, I am going to die often. And it's going to be very painful to me, but it's going to be very amusing for you to watch. And at least it's going to be a lot more action-packed than my usual games. So this is me. I am of course, the yellow ship in blue, firing massive quantities of bullets at tons of enemy ships who should be firing equal quantities of bullets later. Alright, let's see what the supergun does. Supergun is one of my favorite weapons. It just shoots everything on screen, and it falls under the bullet category of weapons. And I was not paying attention and got hit, because I was an idiot and ran straight into the gunshots. How's the volume on this end, by the way? Anyway, for bullet hell genres, for those who are unfamiliar with it, bullet hell genres usually have a very small hitbox. In this case, the little green dot you see on my ship is my hitbox. And I just need to avoid letting that get hit, while dodging all the beautiful patterns of bullets that the bosses will drop on my face while trying to kill them as fast as possible. And hopefully not be that dumb and get hit in very easily dodgeable attack patterns. Most of this game will be pattern recognition and hitting your opponents with the bullets, while also actually paying attention, unlike looking at chat. You increase your score by not getting hit, killing all enemy waves, and getting tons of points. And your health only recharges at the end of a level. Whenever you kill a boss, you'll get a chance to upgrade, which you have infinite time to do, and choose one of these lovely upgrades. 20% score, boosting your score. One more chance to achieve a wave, which has its own specialty. Reflects damage when hit. Self-explanatory. Shield, this is a specific weapon type. If I take it, if I ever get a shield weapon, it will shield longer and reload faster, as there's a reload time on all weapons. But I'm probably going to take reflects damage when hit because I just don't have access to any shield weapons yet. And thanks for the confirmation that the volume is pretty good. And occasionally when you spawn, you'll get into lovely situations like this that just call for you blowing up the entire screen. Because occasionally random things will spawn, such as these battlefield situations, where the score multiplier will increase, but the danger will be much higher. Also, the game is now correct on Twitch, as it actually is. Or at least the title is accurate to what the game actually is. I still haven't gotten it down pat on how to dodge properly in this game. If I'm supposed to be staring at my person constantly and seeing the shots as they arrive, or pay attention to where the shots are coming from the enemies and dodge from there. There's a Hyper Blaster. I guess I'll replace the actual blaster, because Hyper Blaster is just a very powerful version of the blaster, which fires a lot more rapidly, but is a lot more inaccurate. And as long as it's in short bursts, you're fine. Well then, okay, I don't want to be getting hit all the time. Like, I kind of don't want to die here. I can dodge these. I don't need to care about hitting him. Most of my shots hit everything on the screen simultaneously. It's not a problem to dodge, to avoid getting hit, or, wow, words, BrainBoy. No, it's not a problem to shoot my opponent, it's just a problem of avoiding being hit. Because I'm on 1 health, and I will die if anything so much as breathes on me. Like that. Where I just absorb the shot with my face. Alrighty then. So yeah, that was the second boss of the game. Let's try again. This is a roguelike. I am not very good at this, but I will keep trying. First wave is always easy to clear in its entirety and avoid taking damage on. Every time you successfully destroy the wave, your multiplier goes up. And I almost walked right into the battle here. I got a flamethrower. I am okay with this. I get a new heavy weapon type, which will have different synergies based upon what I can find, and we meet the first boss already. Bomber. He is definitely not weak to heavy weapons. Like most opponents, he is weak to bullet weapons specifically. Because the boss is flashing purple, he takes extra damage from being hit by this gun in particular, compared to the flamethrower, which would only do red damage to him. At least from my brief experience. Can you not be so close with these so I could actually dodge them more efficiently? Well, am I actually going to no-hit this boss? Almost spoke too soon. Come on. There we go. Alright, no-hit the first boss, and I think completely cleared the first level aside from 1 enemy. What upgrades do I get? Reflects damage, bullet autocannon, and more cargo. I'll take the bullet autocannon, which will add a floating rotary gun whenever I'm using my blaster, which will auto-track and hit certain enemies on screen. And I get immediately hit by asteroids because these are everywhere. So I'm just going to use this to clear out as many asteroids as I can. Wow. Okay, I should try to avoid getting hit instead of just running straight into the enemy's line of fire. Because there went all my health. This would be an energy weapon. This would be the laser, which is a very good weapon because it auto-hits from anywhere on the screen with no travel time. It's generally considered a very powerful weapon in the Steredenn community, I think. Or at least I consider it a powerful weapon. And I'm probably going to drop the bullet shots because the bullet spray still sounds a bit loud to me. Alright, let's resume. I'm probably going to switch to bullets just because most enemies are weaker to bullets, usually. Actually, no. He's weak. He is strong against bullets because flashing orange means that he takes less damage from whatever is hitting him currently. Red is standard, purple is effective. Admittedly, there is a downside to playing this way. Or at least, there is a downside to using the laser in that you move very slowly and cannot dodge efficiently. And you can't hit him no matter where he is on the screen because your laser is directly in front of you instead of slightly off to the sides. Bots, harder, better, faster, stronger. Shields, both of which are useless unless I pick up a new weapon. Reflects damage when hits. Good right now, but the bots are very, very good in this game. So I'm actually going to get the bot upgrade and hope I can pick up a bot weapon in the future. Admittedly, I might never pick up one and I might just die outright, but okay. And there is nothing to bother me in the very first portion of this game. So all I've got to deal with now is a bunch of shielder enemies, which cannot be hurt except if they don't have their shields, or if I had the shield breaker upgrade. It's so hard to dodge that guy in particular because you have to be literally in between the shots or outside of them, and then you can't hit them if you're outside of the area. Okay, laser's more effective against you mooks. I thought as much. Okay, I don't need to dodge back that far, otherwise I'm just going to end up getting hit more often. I actually need to be upfront and personal, killing them off. What weapon is this? Super gun. Sure, I'll take the super gun with a bullet hose attachment, just because I need to put out such a humongous volume of fire that I can destroy everything on screen simultaneously. But why am I not using the bullet hose with these guys? It's really effective against any of the buzzsaw enemies. And as he spoke, the entire screen was filled with more bullets than they could possibly deal with. And we're against the Destroyer, arguably the easier of the two bosses you could fight at this level, especially with my loadout. So I can just sit back here, and as long as the missiles go straight at me, I can kill them before they reach me and deal damage to him no matter where he is. Alright, this should be the laser spam, which shouldn't be that hard to dodge. I just need to barely move an inch. But apparently that is too difficult for me to understand. I will move under him and just keep firing in reverse with the autocannon because I can't dodge that attack to save my life. Oh, the laser attack deals regular damage. And as much as the laser deals regular damage versus this opponent, I need to switch to the bullet weapon because I need to destroy the missiles. And while the laser might deal more damage... Why does it occasionally flash purple? That has to be a bug. Because it occasionally flashes purple while I'm shooting it normally. And that just makes no sense. Unless for some reason he takes extra damage from the bullet autocannon specifically, but that still seems weird. It really sucks playing this on a mouse and keyboard. Oh, technically keyboard, there's no mouse control support for this. I'd actually rather there were mouse control support. Anyway, let's see. Build a shield when not firing is not good for my playstyle, because I'm always supposed to be shooting. I can definitely increase the super gun's damage, but then I might never get a chance to get the bot upgrade, so I might just get the absorbed lasers temporarily to get myself immunity to lasers. Temporarily. As I was saying, on a mouse and keyboard, the keyboard kind of sucks because you are limited to 8 paths of movement, where on a controller, or if this was actual mouse support, I would be able to easily just shoot. I would be able to ignore this, or ignore that issue. And this is Laser Rain, which I'm really thankful that I got the laser immunity now, because that just means I won't be killed instantly by lasers anymore. Well, absorb lasers temporarily. Oh, Jesus. Alright, one more shot from him? No, we kill him just barely. Okay, I could have sworn I dodged that. The dodging for this is really weird, compared to every other enemy in the game. For some reason, I just can't get that down, because you're supposed to be in the center of those shots to avoid them, but it just never works out the way it's supposed to. Alright, let's break the laser chain so I don't die. Hello, laser beams. That are not a problem to me, because I can just be immune to lasers temporarily. And we are at the fourth boss of this game, the Cruiser. Arguably counted as the hardest of the bosses. Specifically because it's so easy to die just like that. Oh, well, I did better than last time, so I might as well try again. We've got lots of time. At least I'm fairly certain we have lots of time. Yeah, we do. We're not even an hour into this game. Alright, let's see if we can fully clear this wave. That is my one and only question. Can I perfect the first level of the game? And I got bots right off the bat. Perfect. Admittedly, these guys are just stasis bots, which the gun bots are much better with, but that doesn't discount them from being used. Stasis bots end up being rotary stationary turrets which slow down all opposition and can deal insane amounts of damage, as long as they're in the proper location. Admittedly, for this boss, the bullet hose is still better. Wow, I just ran into that. And there goes my multiplier. But then again, I'm not going for score yet. I'm just going to see the final boss first. Ugh. Except for my performance has been disgusting. I mean, this boss isn't that hard as long as you exercise patience, which is my problem with this game, because I just don't want to be patient. I just want to go, 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 and I end up getting hit as a result. However, that is the end of the first boss. I have a drink because my throat is killing me, and it seems like there is a bot upgrade. Harder, better, faster, stronger. You know exactly what I want, game. And I thank you for giving it to me. Although I'd gladly ditch the stasis bots for the gun bots, which are the bots that everyone thinks of whenever they consider playing this game. Although these stasis bots will now deal tons of damage, and can actually absorb a couple of hits. And hopefully these things will clear out all the space junk for me. If not, they'll at least last a lot longer. Although for the meantime, when I'm not killing a boss, I'll at least be clearing these waves with the blaster. Alright, that is a contact weapon. Gray contact weapons are generally regarded as one of the worst in the game, if only because they just don't deal enough damage. How did I dodge that? No, I didn't dodge that one because I just dodged straight into a rock. In space, mind you. Why does that matter? Well, okay. A lot of this stuff is my fault. We just keep running into stuff. Alright, now for the precision and control portion of a bullet hell. Also, these things are supposed to be hardier. Shouldn't they not be dying from those bullets? At least not from just one of them. Okay, I would dodge that, but it was not an opportunity. An opportunity was not presented. Alright, I want to see him keep zooming on me. And I'm already dead because I was attempting to use stasis bots on this boss, instead of focusing on dodging. Alright, let's try to perfect the first wave. You can at least do that. You've at least got something down in Steredenn. It shouldn't be that hard. He says as he consequently just keeps failing it. Every single attempt fails to successfully perfect the first wave. Plasma gun. Very high damage energy weapon, but suffers from overheat. And that would have been BS if that would have just hit me. I'm not even going to deny it. That would have been BS if it hit me. Like, that was off-screen. Come on. And there goes my perfect. Oh well. How did that hit me? Oh well, we got a very high damage weapon for this boss, so let's see if I can gun him down fast enough. Alright, radial attack. Just stay in one place whenever he shoots, and then dodge the shot as it comes to you. Oh, this guy, or this portion. This is where a homing attack would be very handy on this boss, just because he just keeps launching these small shots to attempt to hit you. And you have to try to stay as far away from him as possible, because if he launches those attacks and you're too close, you can't dodge them. Like this. Except I successfully did it there just to eat my own words. Yeah, I'm not improving that much. More chance to achieve a wave isn't as useful as the bullet autocannon, but I actually have an energy weapon this time around, which gives me a ray gun, and it vaporizes rocks and junk, which on many attempts would have been very handy. So let's pull out the plasma gun and encounter a minefield, which is conveniently immune to the ray gun. And the plasma gun is currently overheated, so I'm just going to sit back here and shoot. Thankfully, these mines don't deal any damage, they just slow you down immensely. Which can be really bad for laser weapons. Or at least for the laser beam producer. Wow. I expect these things to die more often. Okay, thank goodness. I was afraid that was about to kill me, because I had accidentally destroyed the thing keeping the laser barrier from just taking up the entire screen. As the game is complete... Ooh. Laser is much better than plasma gun with the ray gun. At least with this upgrade. Alright, another frigate. Which guy are you? Okay, you are the very simple to dodge character. If I remember right, bullets actually did more to you. But the laser gives me a lot more fine control over where this stuff goes, and I can hit you instantly. Wow. He hit me 3 times in the transition there. That needs to stop. And he's weak to bullets anyway. Everything here seems to be weak to bullets, so I really shouldn't be surprised. Alright, here comes the radial pulse. Always 3. Cardinal directions, mixture cardinal, then regular cardinal directions, once again. I don't know why I tried that dodge. It was much closer to the bottom than I was the top. And now he goes into his bullet spammy mode. I don't know why he stopped, and now he can kill me! At the very end of his life. He managed to kill me. Oh well, might as well try again. I have all night. I really do. I have all night and I have infinite patience for this game. Because I actually do enjoy playing it. Although seriously, chainsaws on a starship? What do you expect to do with those? So are those Corvettes just trying to ram me? Okay, sure, I'll get the buzzsaw. Then I really shouldn't talk. That weapon is equally as impractical. And has almost no use in an actual arsenal. The dream is that he does not shoot a bullet in such a way that I can't keep firing on him. Alright, this phase, which I failed to properly react to and thus I got hit. What you should do in that phase when he initially starts shooting is move straight up, as that gives you an open quadrant to dodge around. And I'm also not paying attention to how I'm supposed to be firing upon him at this exact moment. Ugh. And he's near death, as you can see by the frantic skull and crossbones icon that keeps appearing above his head, which is why I should have been shooting him. Okay, we got energy, bot, and just damage. Bot's harder, better, faster, stronger, bullet autocannon, or weapons deal more damage. I think I'll just stick with the bullet autocannon because I just don't have any fancy equipment just yet, as much as I would love the bot weapon. Boosting damage with all my weapons might be good in theory, but I need the upgrades first, and then I can choose which weapon, which damage to boost. Plus, there are more efficient upgrades to select. And I still got hit. I get hit again. These are the gun bots. I now regret not taking those bot upgrades, because these bots are amazing. In that everything melts, because enemies do not have invulnerability frames anymore. And as long as these bots don't get shot themselves, they usually melt just about anything, as long as they're aiming at the right opponent. That was just me being dumb and running into an asteroid. Talk about bullet hell. And these bots don't get reset when a boss enters the battlefield, so I have them shooting as soon as the boss starts. And they also act as a shield for bullets. Basically using these bots is easy mode, and it's why I like using them. I also want the harder, better, faster, stronger, so these things can actually, kill bosses much more efficiently. The problem is that I almost never get them in combination with that upgrade. Okay, going behind him is a really stupid idea. And shooting him is probably a better idea. Okay, when I want to dodge, I should move a little bit more than just about half an inch on the screen. Except in certain cases like this one. Of which he is finally dead. Can you redeem me? Can you give me the bot upgrade? No. You give me energy rear gun, build shield and not firing, weapons reload faster, which I will definitely take to improve the gun bots even further. Just to slightly push them towards that insane level that I need. Are there those allied ships in the background? How come they aren't doing this? How come they aren't helping me? Come on. The one problem with the gun bots is if you don't get the break shields upgrade, they will target shielders first. But in a wave like this, every opponent will just die. As long as you aren't doing anything stupid with the gun bots. Keep them out of harm's way. They'll protect you. Don't do what I just did and ram right into a saw person. Oh hey, more bots. Stasis. And a heavy weapon. I should pull out my guns. I should not die. And I died with the gun bot.